see. We'll need accounts payable, do they, accounts receivable, sales. Well, let me just make the entries. We're gonna buy $700 worth of stuff, so they go directly to the merchandise inventory account. And they also go to accounts payable. You guys remember what kind of an account is merchandise inventory? It's a debit account? It's an asset account, right, debit the asset account. Now, they're sending stuff back. They don't have a purchase returns and allowance. What they do is they just reduce the accounts payable and credit merchandise inventory. And then the sales take place the same way. And what was it? Debit accounts receivable, credit sales. So that's the same. And then what also happens in the computer system, there's a new account called cost of goods sold. It's an actual T account that picks up the $500 in cost. So we debit the cost and credit the inventory. So what happens is, in the end, the income statement is real simple. I got sales, 800, and my cost of goods sold, 500, and therefore my gross profit is 300. It's a lot cleaner, a lot straighter, simpler. Yes?
Can you just explain where you got the 500 from?
It's in the system.
Oh, okay.
Good question. Do you see what she's asking? Where'd the 500 come from? The system knows that when you came to the register with that item, a barcode actually identifies that product, and so it makes the entry for us. So the computer is recording, you're ringing up the sale of 800 bucks, so it debits accounts receivable because you're going to charge it, and it credits the sale, right? Simultaneously, it also records the cost. So it debits the cost, the expense, and takes it out of inventory. You guys follow? So the inventory account becomes the actual in and out. We don't fool around with purchases on the perpetual systems.
So gross profit rate 200, because is that 300, sales is 100?
Wait a minute, my sales are 800,
Oh, 800, okay, that was
all right?
yeah.
All right. Yes?
So, would it tell us just COGAS, or COGS, whatever, COGS?
Yes, it pumps that right out for you.
So, like, on, like, if we were, like, having paper or test runs that tell you what it is?
Oh, yeah, yeah, let me give that to you. All right?
These are only the accounts involved?
Right. So, you guys can see, it's a lot simpler with the perpetual system, isn't it? So, what they're doing is, they're not screwing around with returns and allowances, they don't have a purchase account, they've got an inventory account, the stuff goes in, the stuff comes out, everything moves in and out of that inventory account. Payables is the same, sales, receivables the same. Now you've got a cost of goods sold. That account kind of, well, definitely replaced purchases. Got it? Yes.
So, like, on a periodic, it's, we looked at the, we like find a gross profit from cost of goods sold. cost of goods and vehicles for sale.
Right, you run through this process
Yeah.
again.
Okay.
But you can only do this if you take an inventory. You understand that?
Yeah.
This is a physical, this is the difference. This is the physical inventory that they take in order to calculate the gross profit.
Okay.
Gross profit is automatically given to you here because the numbers are already in that computer. However, just because you're on a perpetual system doesn't mean you don't have to take physical inventory. You still have to do that. They still take physical inventory to see if it matches whatever we're showing in the inventory account.
Yeah.
Because people can still steal stuff, right? But there should be better control because you're running off scanners on the barcodes. But still, if people that work for you or somebody gets in the back room and takes stuff out, you're not gonna know that from the system because it doesn't identify what's stolen. That's why there's cameras all over the place. That's why everything's watched. Questions? See the difference?
Periodics must be
Periodic is,
more simpler.
you like periodic simpler, huh?
Yeah.
Well, there's more to do from a bookkeeping point of view, but maybe it's easier to understand. This is more automated. Okay? A little interesting story, because you're all going to sleep. I had an experience with perpetual system. I was up in Massachusetts at the Crystal Mall. It was Christmas, before Christmas. A buddy of mine likes to go Christmas shopping. It's another story, but anyhow, he had one of those Santa caps on. And he went in and he forgot his Santa cap. He always likes to go through the store, big soup, it was Target. Because people talk to him, and he likes to talk, especially women. So it's a great pickup. It's a great pickup deal. So anyhow, I hear him going through this. He comes in the store and he goes, "Ah, I forgot my Santa's cap." And right there is a whole display of Santa's caps. You gotta buy them. So I said, put one on your head. You pay for it on the way out. He puts that on his head. He's going through the store, and I hear him. And goes into one aisle, and I hear a lady go, "Oh, Santa," like this. "You've been a good girl this year." You know, it's going on and on. They're going, I'm listening, I'm going, "Oh my God." So I got done shopping. I said, "Look, I'll go get the car and I'll pull it up." So I'm sitting in the car waiting for him. He comes out of the place hustling. And I mean, Don's in his 70s, and he's going, come on, let's get out of here. Come on, let's get out of here. And I said, What? What's wrong? And he said, I realized when I went out the door, I forgot to pay for the Santa's cap. And the alarms didn't go off. And we realized what happens. When you go through the doors, there's these panels that are either built into the wall or they're sitting there, and they go up about this high. So when you're walking out with merchandise that has not been scanned and cleared, it'll set off the alarms. The hat was on the top of his head and was above the alarm system. So, my point is, if you're gonna steal anything, go out of the store like this, carry it up, and it won't set off the alarms. True story.